What on guys, Commander here, and welcome to a new Let's Play on Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, we're in the menus game, which means we're going over another mod. And, well, you probably obviously knew that because of the title up there or down there. But, yeah, we're going over the Arcade Overhaul mod today. And basically, what the Arcade Overhaul mod is normally by default, a game of arcade can go up to a maximum of 10 versus 10. And that, as both me and hopefully you know if you play Star Wars Battlefront enough, or have played arcade at least a few times, you know that it is really boring. It's such a small number. So what this does is it makes it a maximum of 25 versus 25, which is more than Galactic Assault is, because the Galactic Assault is 20 versus 20. Now, I've had a small go at this just to make sure that the mod actually works properly. I haven't done it in Death Star 2, I did it on the Naboo hangar, but apparently, from what I've seen, doing it on Death Star 2, because it's so close quarters, it's really, really fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this all the way up to 999. Now, by the looks of things, this isn't going to take... We can probably get through this 999 in this video. So, let's go. Alright guys, I'm back in, and as you can see from the mini-map, we are literally swarmed. Now, there's literally hostiles across every corner of this map, and you can literally just go in, slay them at your very will. It's so much fun. I've watched video. I used to this is one of the first mods that actually came out for Battlefront 2. And when I was watching it when it came out, I was like, I really, really want to play that. It looks really, really fun. So, and here we are playing it. I originally bought Battlefront 2 for Xbox because I didn't have a PC that would run it properly. So, now that I got a PC that can run Battlefront 2 properly, by all means, let's get on and play it properly. So, I really like this mod. It's not, you know, it's not anything that's spectacularly different that they've done. It's just like a simple change that makes one small game mode so much more enjoyable. You know, if this was 25 versus 25 in a Galactic Assault match, you know, I'd be happy with that, you know. But, you know, all this needs to be is just they extended the game a little bit. You know, extend the map in Battlefront 2 a bit of the arcade maps and stick it as 25 versus 25. And we would be fine. Everything would be alright. I'm not going to survive as Vader for that much longer. Don't think. What should we go for now? Let's go for some Grievousness. Actually, I need to just respawn. Yeah, I know you'd have a good conquest, but we need to respawn because I didn't equip your cards. So what cards do we need? We need health regeneration, increased damage, and health regained. Always need the health regained card. So let's just go over all of the different heroes. Now, General Grievous, if you've got his damage increased card, he is such a beast. I've now got on Xbox. I've got now General Grievous now maxed out with purple star cards. Not completely fully maxed out. I missed you. Not completely 100% max, but I've got him on purple star cards. And I tell you what, in the Galactic Assault, he is an absolute unit. He is an absolute unit. If you've got like Darth Vader, he hasn't got a damage increase star card for his base attack. So if you run into like a firefight with like a load of different players, you're going to lose a lot of health, like guaranteed. But General Grievous, you can go and just slay like a group of hostiles at your very will, and you can quite easily just get that health back. So, which I think is really cool. I think General Grievous is an absolute tank. He's probably one of the best since the update came out, where now if I just use his Unrelenting Advance, since this update came out with his Unrelenting Advance and his other ability that's been now fixed, I think it's this one, whatever this one is. Those two, they are just so. He makes General Grievous such a flipping tank. It is unreal how good it makes him. But yeah, I mean, I've done my review on General Grievous, and now that he's just a little update on that review while I'm here, I may as well just say it. Since the update, because I said when I did the original review of General Grievous that he was an absolute, that he was good, he's really good character, but because of his bugs that he had and half his abilities not working, or more than half his abilities not working, it made him a little bit less enjoyable to play. It makes him a little bit less enjoyable to play, so that's why I didn't like it very much. But now that his unrelenting advance and his whatever this one's called, I like doing that. I like just having him spinning around. But whatever that one's called, those two, now that they're fixed, it makes him an absolute tank. Now the only problem with that is that it makes, because he is an absolute tank, you've now got two heroes on the dark side that are tanks. You know, Darth Vader, I know from personal experience that Darth Vader can be an absolute machine. Let's go have faff with Darth Maul a minute. But I know from personal experience that Darth Vader is an absolute unit in these particular instances. Increased throwing strength, there we go. But Darth Vader can be an absolute unit. But we've now got two heroes that are tanks, basically. So, you know, it's all right, it's good, but it's not. It could, like, it's a little bit like one-sided. I find it can be. Like, I can kill, as General Grievous, I can quite easily kill Obi-Wan Kenobi. The only thing I find problematic about Kenobi is that he's very underpowered. He's ace against infantry. I've got no problem with him against infantry, but as soon as we get to like heroes versus villains, or even just against heroes in Galactic Assault, he is so underpowered because he's got his defensive abilities don't work, like his offensive abilities don't compensate his defensive abilities. Oh, hello. Skidding on the side then. What happened there? But his offensive abilities don't complement his defensive abilities. You know, deflection-wise and all of the defensive stuff that you would find for him are absolutely brilliant. And I can't fault him on that, you know. Defending against incoming laser fire and incoming lightsaber attacks and stuff like that, he's an absolute beast, you know, and you can stand in one area for ages just defending against just one player. He's just one lightsaber hero, but his lightsaber attack doesn't complement that enough for it to be like worth like using him. You know, I find that playing heroes in Galactic Assault is one of the best ways to rank up your heroes, but because Kenobi is so underpowered in heroes versus villains, it's so tricky to get it if you're not playing double XP, which I think is a real disappointment, because like I'm not going to play heroes versus villains now for the moment, because like I've got Kenobi on blue star cards, and now that double XP is gone, there's no reason for me to play heroes versus villains, because it's going to take me absolutely ages without double XP to rank him up that much. So I'm not personally going to bother that much. So it's not for the ones who just like not wanting to do it, because I really want to rank Kenobi up to purple cards, but it's not worth just wasting my time in heroes versus villains where it's going to be so hard to rank him up. You know, if I was like General Grievous says here, I could always hop into a game of a few games of heroes versus villains and get in within like a couple of hours, get about 3 ranks on General Grievous, because of how much of a tank he is against other heroes, as well as ranking him up in Galactic Assault as well. Even when there's no double XP, and when there is double XP, it's just an added bonus. But he's not. But Obi-Wan Kenobi's not like that. He's not enough of like an offensive character to complement the like. I don't know how to explain. Like his defensive ability isn't enough to make him a good hero. He needs to have good like offensive and defensive natures in his hero. Like let's say Darth Vader, who I say is an absolute tank again. He's got good offensive abilities. He's very good at the only defensive ability he's got is his lightsaber. Like block and deflect, but that's also quite good in itself, like most heroes are. But he's got ranged attacks. He's got a ability which makes him even more OP, which is his Dark Lord, which is now increased health and decreased health like damage, and all of that included with everything else just makes him such a good hero to play as. And you can like, if you were quick enough to get like 4,500 battle points on Death Star at the start of a round, you could play with Darth Vader for the entire game if you're skilled enough at doing so, and just use him just like that, because he's that good. But Obi-Wan Kenobi isn't like that. You know, even General Grievous, let's say, you know, if you're running low on health, you can just use your Claw Rush just to basically run away and escape. Just to run away and escape from the battlefield. And then just regen what health you can and use that to... And then just go around killing a couple enemies and picking them off just to regain a bit of your health. But because Obi-Wan Kenobi is so defensive but not very offensive, it takes him a while to kill a few heroes. And it doesn't, like, complement him that much, if that makes sense. So, I'm not saying he's a bad hero, because he's a good hero. He really is a good hero, but it's not good enough to make him worth ranking up. You know, I'd much rather, if I was starting this game, I'd much rather rank up a hero like General Grievous or Darth Vader or Yoda, who I know are very useful in Galactic Assault, because General Grievous and Darth Vader are tanks, and Yoda is just so small it makes him so like ridiculously overpowered anyway. You know, he's an even character to use, and he's not so like defensively overpowered, but because of his size, he's very much like OP in that sense. So not overpowered, but like as a tactical advantage is more what I would class him as. So that's just what I think. But you know, tell me if you agree or disagree, because I find it interesting people's different opinions on this game. You know, but I hope, as far as like this mod is concerned, you know, I'm really enjoying this mod. I mean, you guys can see quite clearly how much better it is, how many more rebels I'm running into at one go. You know, I have to run around on my own for a little bit. But the reason for that is because the base AI are not set to ponder about on their own. The way EA does make these AI, they basically try their best to stay in groups of themselves. But so that's the reason. Like, if they're all spread out, I'd be literally just I wouldn't stop like trying to attack things. But it's mainly because of the way EA does make their AI. They make them so they just group around. Like if you look here, like they're just all grouped together, you know, which is fine because I can get like a massive kill streak all in one go, but it's just a pain in the bum. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button for more awesome gaming content. Next mod we're going to probably be reviewing, I'm not entirely sure. I want to go over the 8K Darth Vader mod. I've got a list. I've got a sticky note thing on my Windows desktop, not in real life, virtual sticky note. I don't stick sticky notes on my desktop, on my computer. But I've got a list of all the different mods. I went around Nexus mods, and I was just going around. And I started just listing down all the different mods that they've got on there that I think might make a good video. But the problem is with the Nexus mod, with the 8K Darth Vader, is it's only just an appearance change. So I would need to incorporate another mod. And maybe just like do a dual mod review. just to like, make it time up. So if you have any other ideas of mods that you want me to review, leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll have a look on Nexus mods for them. They have to be on Nexus mods though, because that's just the easiest way that I know to find them. If you can see any mods on mod database as well, I'll be glad to go over that. But either Nexus mods or mod database, that's the only place that I'll actually look for them, because I know that's the official place where mods that you can, I trust that they will not give me viruses on my PC. So so leave them in the comment section below, and I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I shall see you all later. Bye.